That's why. And you know what's crazy is that there's 36 armed dolphins that have been trained by the U.S. Navy to kill terrorists. They've been missing since 2005.
The
And they're armed.
dolphins?
The dolphins, they're armed with toxic darts, like plural darts that are capable of killing a human. 36 of them been missing since
36
2005.
dolphins or 36 darts?
Dolphins. 36 dolphins, each armed with numerous amounts of darts. Each
You're going
dart
to start this with
capable of
information? Give it all.
That's all the information you need. Be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout for missing
APB.
dart dolphins.
Yes.
And welcome back to this week's show.
I just figured I was just throwing it out there. That's what everyone's been talking about.
Who's everyone? Jef Jones and his people in his
mind?
Me
and anybody in my vicinity that I feel like he's rambling off to. Just saying, Jen.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us this week on this episode of So Much JENergy.
Nice,
I'm
Jen.
your host, Jenny McKinney. And I'm joined here by my brother in a gray beret, Jef Jones.
Jen, this isn't a beret, but thank you.
What is it, like a golf hat?
No, I don't know. Putt-putt hat, if anything. Putt-putt hat's kicking ass in the putt-putt league.
Oh, stupid.
I don't know why I winked at you, because I am kicking ass, so there it is.
Are you? Yep. In the putt-putt league? How's it going? Yep. It's good?
I'm currently in first. I believe my wife is in second, barely, because I think 1 point behind her is third place. Becca, Jay's in fourth, pulling up the rear.
Oh, pulling up the rear. Gingy.
Yep.
Gingy.
Bless his heart.
Bless it. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Well, some fun stuff from this week. Friday night, I had a comedy show where PBS was recording.
Really?
That was pretty cool.
Did you start yelling out, Masterpiece Theater?
No.
Nova. Nova's number one.
But I was super shocked because, the whole lineup, like this was, I only knew two people in the lineup, okay. And I knew some of their material, and I thought, that's a little risky for PBS.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so we get there, and wouldn't you think on the flyer, however we're listed on the flyer, don't you think that's the order we would be going in?
Possibly. No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily?
You'd think they would, first names they throw out there would be some kind of known people. So those are probably the headliners going near the end. And that's probably who they would throw first on a flyer.
Oh, well, I don't know. Anyways, I was like second or third on the flyer. So I was telling everyone like, oh, I'm going second or third. So like, just be ready, you know? And then I get there and they're like, Jenny McKinney, you're first. And I was like,
oh,
okay. Well, it was fine because, because I can do clean comedy.
Right.
Like even if a church calls or like a Red Hat Society or Purple Hat or Raspberry Beret, it doesn't matter. I'm not picky, right? Like,
right.
If they need a clean show, I'm going to come out and do a clean show. And then, depending on the audience and the genre and like where it's at and the time, then it just depends. And it really, the only swearing I usually do is when I talk about dad, like when I yell Ronnie, MF, and Jones. And so I did talk about dad, and it took everything out of me not to say that. Like I had to, in my mind, say, shut your mouth, PBS, shut your mouth. And so, but I had 8 solid minutes. I told 3 stories, and I made the stories like really funny. And it was clean. And then it just was downhill from me. Like it ended up with nasty talk. Like that guy's not going to be able to use anything I don't think anyone else said. It was not good.
They didn't get the PBS memo or what?
They did, but they just did not convert.
PBS, pretty basic sentences.
Pretty basic. But I
You
did.
bet.
I had a huge compliment. The one lady who has seen me there at that comedy show before, she came
Right.
up to me after and she's like, "Look, she's like, you told stories before, but your stories were 100 times better this time." And what I realized too is when I get 8 minutes, I'm trying to get
As
so much
much as you
material
can out
out
there.
there.
Right.
Yeah. But what happens is then I just feel like I'm rushing through it where I
Oh,
rather just
100%.
now just take my time and get good stories out there.
Right.
So I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah.
it was like an awesome growth opportunity, you know?
Excellent.
And then it was kind of crazy because then Saturday night we had plans with Shannon and G Dub, and I got asked to host a comedy show, and then I got asked to headline for 20 minutes, but I didn't know because we were out.
Oh,
I know, but dang,
I know.
shoot, I
Well,
know,
what can
I
you do?
know,
Maybe
it's
next
okay.
time.
Maybe next time, yeah.
Yep.
But after when we were hanging out on Saturday night, we went to Ollie's. Have you ever been to an Ollie's?
Yep. Once.
Okay.
By my old
It's
work, they
it's
we had
kind of
one
like what
like an
would you
odd lots
yeah, kind of like
or
a Big
big lots.
Lots.
Big
Yeah.
lots, I think down south. I think it's isn't it odd lots?
Yeah, we have Big Lots.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
big lots? We have big lots. But I could have
Yeah,
swore like in Ohio, Kentucky, it was odd lots.
probably.
But
But
yeah, Ollie's is
um
similar. It's
yeah,
like
so
they
we
have
were just
new
like
stuff, but it's
cheap.
discounted.
Yeah, it says
Like
new stuff cheap
like
is
limited.
their
It's
motto.
almost like they have limited supplies. It's like
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
if Target had like 5 things left over, they just give it to Ollie's because it's not even worth their shelf
Right.
space. Yeah.
Yep. Like
But
it seems to me like I had a hard time finding a medium t-shirt.
oh yeah,
Seems
yeah.
like they were all like 2X. Like
Oh yeah, they actually at ours here had Coca-Cola airline uniforms. I was like, I don't think
that'd been
that's
sweet.
appropriate. You know what I mean? Like security breach, but okay.
I don't know.
But we were shopping there and just looking at books and like just laughing at some of the book titles,
Right.
like um one was like serial grillers, but it looked like scary on the front, like it looked like it
Like
had been
cut out
stamped.
oh, I thought like
Yeah, and
cut
I was
out
like, oh
letters.
my God. Like, and I even held it up to G Dub and I was like, who wrote this? Like Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, this is terrible. Like, but then
Nice.
I kept laughing super loud. I mean, I'm just loud anyway. But these two ladies came over and they're like, we just have been laughing at your laugh the whole time. You have a great laugh.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So I gave them some of my trading cards for my website.
You would. Good one.
Yeah. Oh man. Yep.
Nice.
So that was super fun and funny. Josh, he just walked off. He's at the back of the store by the time I'm talking to other people. He's done. He's out of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But yeah, so this week we were looking through some like lower level movies, I think
Right.
on like either Netflix or maybe Discovery Plus or Peacock, I don't know, one of those. And these are three of the movies that were like, how we're like, oh, if you check this out, other people check this out. And
Right.
these were in the other people. I can't think what movie we clicked on. It was so terrible. Okay, it was like like it was terrible in the sense of like I can't believe this is on Netflix.
Right.
Like it looked even worse than like things you've already made. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like and I'm not saying you aren't professional. I'm saying like as amateur.
No, I get it. You're just taking digs at my stuff. That's cool.
No, no,
It is
no.
what it
I'm
is.
saying like your stuff is cool, but like if it was on Netflix, I'd be like, oh my God. But like your stuff was better than what this stuff.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my
Jen.
God. Okay. One was called
Thanks.
Sharktopus.
Sharktopus?
Yep.
Yeah,
it was
is
a
that
shark
just like a
with
is
the
that like
octopus legs.
So is it running on land?
No, it was in the water. The other was Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. So like
Yep.
all of a sudden Jesus Christ came and was like a vampire.
Yep, that makes sense.
And then the other one was
we don't know what he's gonna do
Llama-geddon.
when he shows up.
Llama-geddon. It's a llama with
Llama-geddon.
red devil eyes. And it
Did it
just
have the
kept showing up in
radioactive
different
symbol in the middle of them?
Yeah.
Like
So
biohazard?
look it up. It was so silly.
Llama-geddon.
Llama-geddon. And then the llama
Nice.
just kept showing up and was like,
I am gonna write that down.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I'd watch.
And then the red eyes were like shooting. Pew, pew.
I saw Sharknado a couple years ago.
It's
and,
in that same genre.
I didn't mind Sharknado. Even the youngest at the time, we kicked it on, and he's like, I thought that was gonna be real bad. I don't remember where we were at. We were at like a family. Make sure no one's around. We were at like a family member's house.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of like, well, let's see what's on TV. Sharknado. Let's give this a run. And we got involved.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
yep.
What
Anybody
would
came
you
in the
consider
room,
that
they
like a
got
level B
involved.
movie?
Yeah, that's like a B movie. I'd say
B movie, yeah.
Yep.
These are like a C or a D, maybe even an F. I don't even know.
F. I don't know where it stops, but R, S.
I know. Oh man. Yep. So that was some
Nice.
funny little movies that we saw. Options.
Nice.
Yeah, but you know, like you watch a trailer and then you're committed and you're like,
yeah,
I can't even get through this trailer. How am I supposed to watch like 80 minutes of a movie of it?
I'm the opposite. What happens is a lot of times I'll see a trailer. The wife or kids will be like, let's watch the trailer. I watch the trailer and be like, holy hell, let's watch that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Then we move on. And they're like, well, let's watch this trailer.
Yeah.
Oh man, I totally would watch that.
Yeah. And they're like, no.
Let's move on.
Oh.
The hell? Quit watching trailers. These trailers are good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't take anything to entertain me. I don't watch much TV, so when I do, I feel like if there's something moving and there's,
you should give it a chance.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm committed at that point.
Oh, I did see that Ronnie Jones sold his cornhole boards.
He sold them fast, and the one lady that bought one ordered another one, and then the guy down the road from him, his wife came down and bought one, and then he came down and ordered another one.
Oh shoot! So Dad's got orders.
He's got, I'd say he's got boards that he has to fill. And the one lady came to pick one up, seen that he had a different color beanbag sitting there, and she's like, well, what are you doing with those ones? And he's like, well, I'm making another board that color. And she was like, well, I don't know if she's like, well, can I wait for that one that's going to be blue and yellow and pass on the red and silver? Because that's what she was there to pick up. Just then the guy down the road's wife, Chris, I forget her name, Crystal, she came down and was like, oh, what's going on down here, Ron? They just come down to BS usually.
Yeah.
And she came down and she's like, well, if that lady's not taking the red and silver, I'll take that one. So she bought that one, got home. Then her husband, Chris, it's Chris and Crystal, which is weird, but it is.
Yeah.
So then Chris came down and was like, hey, do you have one that's red and yellow? So Dad's like, no, but I can make one. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll totally take one that's red and yellow. Yep.
Dang. Dad getting the cornhole boards.
I know. It's quite the lucrative cornhole business.
Man, but they're really, like, those paint jobs came out so good.
Yeah, he painted them dynamite. They look good. He filled in all the holes and any blemishes and left just enough wood showing, I think, on each of them.
Yeah, I really like that.
And the quality of them was crazy. He made me an orange and black one. Andrew and I just were playing it today when I got back home.
Yeah.
And I love it. I just went over there this morning, picked it up, came home. We set it up. Boom. Started chucking. I like it. They're nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna call and tell him that. I said, damn, this is good.
This is great. I was gonna order one for him, but now he has a whole bunch of orders. So, because Josh's brother's driving down next week, so
he'll probably have some. He's making more than enough.
Yeah, I should see if he'll make me one and bring it down.
Yeah.
Dang.
Tell me what color? Gray and yellow?
I don't know.
Blue and gray?
I don't know.
Red and blue? Think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I'll get back with him.
Get back.
I'll put my order in.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have this week? What happened with you this week? Anything good?
It's funny, Jen. No, worked a lot. But you know how I know people at work get me is that they'll walk into the bathroom and just start talking to me when I'm standing there at the urinal.
Yeah.
They just walk in and will start talking to me, asking questions, BSing about whatever. Or if I'm in the stall, there's no shame. They just walk in, they see my boots or whatever, and they know it's me. And there's like, hey, how's it going? And they start talking about what they got going on in their life.
Oh, my God.
This has happened a couple times. I've been at the urinal. Guys have walked in, chit-chatted, BS, and then walked back out, never even using the facilities. Like, did they just come in here to hang out? I think they just followed me in here to chit-chat and BS.
Oh, my gosh.
This is weird. We had a bunch of us, like maybe 8 or 9 of us, loading up a bunch of metal I built into a truck, right?
Okay.
So we're walking across the shop, just kind of 8, 9 of us. It was super early. We all just got there, but had to load this truck, and everyone's half awake. And I see this guy in a polo, like a MSU polo.
Okay.
And a hat kind of similar to mine come walking through. And I thought he was going to ask me a question. He walked right by me. I'm like, oh, all right, this guy knows what he's doing. So I'm carrying metal, and I noticed he walked by the next guy, and he walked by everybody. And then he walked over and stood by the bay door and was looking out the bay door over there, you know, and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, does anybody else see this guy? Is this guy like, is this a ghost?
Right.
Is this a spirit? Like he just walked through here.
Yeah.
And nobody said anything. Nobody even looked at him, acknowledged him. He didn't pay any attention to anybody. And so I finally stopped Brandon. I go, hey, do you see that guy over by the door there? He's like, yeah. I go, do you see him? He's like, yeah. I go, all right, what's his deal? He's like, oh, that's Norm. He's just here. He's got a small minivan parked around the other side. We got to unload after this. I go, oh, nobody even acknowledged that guy just even walked through here. And he's like, nah, he's probably just trying not to help us. I don't know.
Well, thank goodness he wasn't like a psycho.
No, that's what I thought too. Is that what's this guy doing?
Yeah.
Anyways, then this just happened like 2 days ago. On Friday, we were standing there, sitting out back. I was having a cigarette on break. We got like a couple 15-minute breaks throughout the day. Mm-hmm. So I was sitting out there on a cement block. Brandon's standing there, and we have train tracks like maybe 20 yards behind our shop. There's a train runs, and then there's a main road. There's a main road. Well, there's a school about a half mile from each side of the train tracks, half mile past our shop and a half mile before it. There's different schools. Okay. A lot of buses go through there. They got to stop at the train tracks because they're always used. So the other day we were standing out back. I'm having a cigarette. We're chit-chatting. And all of a sudden we hear, burr, 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 and it wasn't the train. It was a car. And we look over, and this bus stopped at the tracks. You know, school bus stops.
Yeah.
Opens the door. This lady come flying up on the bus, got over to the right, off side of the road, and smoked the doors off the bus.
Oh my God.
That, like, people get on and off the bus when the bus driver opened them to listen. Yeah. This lady just boof, smoked them right off of the bus.
Oh my God. Did they like fly up? What happened?
Oh yeah. Then she had to stop. Well, then she gets out. And of course this lady walked like, I don't know, 30 feet from her vehicle and was holding her head and her neck and her back. And the lady who hit the bus, who clearly wasn't paying attention.
Right.
If that wasn't a bus and it was a train, she'd have drove right into the side of it.
Oh my God.
Like this lady was doing like 40, 45, smoked the doors off the bus. So then they pull into a parking lot. Another bus shows up because the schools are close. Another bus shows up. All the kids get off of one. There's kids full of kids on this bus.
Oh,
they get off of one bus onto the other. Then all the cops show up. Then this lady, went out there later. This lady got a whole, like, I don't even want to say 4 or 5 feet long. I don't know how long it was of tickets. And they ended up taking her vehicle. They took her vehicle.
They took her vehicle.
Yeah, you can't just drive into the people door. What if that lady was letting kids on?
Right.
What if she stopped and let kids on right there, and that lady just flew onto the side and
just smoked all those nuggets?
Yep.
Dang.
So I had that happen.
Yeah.
So I've been kicking around Dad's house, loitering while he's working on his cornholes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good time.
Yep. That's about what I got going this week. What about you? Got pep in your step?
Yeah.
Oh, did you want to do a list?
Like, oh, we're done? Okay.
No, maybe cut that out. Here,
well, because I've done that to you before.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, jump here. Pick it up right here. Hey, I got a list for you, Jen. The absolute weirdest laws in each state.
Okay.
You got a couple of seconds here?
Yeah, I got a minute or two. Yeah.
All right. How about we'll start with this. In Alaska, it's illegal to whisper in someone's ear while they are moose hunting.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll make sure not to do that when I'm there.
They say it's because the moose are so big, and if they see it, they can get pretty violent. Moose can.
Yeah.
And that if you startle somebody and they take a miss shot and only wing the moose and don't kill it, same thing.
It's coming illegal.
Yep. Here's another one. In Hawaii, by law, twins are not permitted to work for the same company.
Oh.
Yep. If you're a twin and you live in Hawaii, you and your sibling cannot work for the same company.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep. We're not going to sit here and deal with who's showing up to work today.
Yeah, right.
Yep. In Arizona, it's illegal for donkeys to sleep in the bathtub.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't know that I know a donkey who sleeps in a bathtub.
No. Well, you shouldn't, especially if you're in Arizona.
Right.
Here's one in Oregon. In Portland, you cannot get married at a skating rink. It's illegal to get married at a skating rink.
Why?
It's too dangerous with all the dresses and the skates, the roller skates. I'm serious.
But only in Oregon?
Yep. Only
maybe because they lost some people on the trail. That's
I don't know. I wonder, something had to have happened to make that law.
Yeah, right.
All right. In Washington, you cannot throw rocks at a fish as a way of catching them. Like you can't throw a rock at a fish. Yep, in Washington. You're not allowed to throw rocks at fish. Hit them in the head.
Remember that
just
show,
to catch them.
Alaskan Bush People? He would punch the fish when he would catch them.
You can punch them. You can't throw rocks at him.
Okay.
In Nevada, it's against Nevada where there's Las Vegas and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's against the law to pawn your dentures. Probably for unsanitary reasons.
Mama, where's your teeth? But only in Nevada. Only in Nevada.
Only in Nevada.
Cross the line. You can cross the line into another state.
Can't be selling your teeth. It's against the law.
Yeah.
In Idaho, it's a criminal offense to ride a merry-go-round on a Sunday.
Oh. Shoot.
Yep, in Idaho. Frowned upon.
What if it's just the penny horse at Meyer? That's not a merry-go-round.
I don't know if they have them. I don't know if they got Meyer in Idaho.
Oh, okay.
Here's one. This makes sense. In Wyoming, it's illegal for any person to forget to close a fence or a gate.
Whoa.
Because they got buffalo and bison and cows and a ridiculous amount of just livestock down there that if you forget to close a gate and those wander onto the road and cars start smoking into them.
That's illegal.
Yep. So yeah, you'll get charged with that.
Whoa.
Yep. In Montana, it's a felony for a wife to open her husband's mail. In Montana.
That's what, I don't open Josh's mail.
You shouldn't.
I'm not in Montana, but I don't do that anyway.
Here's another weird one. The state of Colorado doesn't permit the sale of automobiles on Sundays.
Oh.
I'm not sure there.
A day of rest. You should be resting, I guess, not selling cars or buying cars.
This is weird. North Dakota. Okay. I like North Dakota a lot. Bars and restaurants are not allowed to sell both beer and pretzels at the same time.
What?
High influx of yeast. What is that?
Not only that, can you be like, okay, we're going to go to happy hour, but we can only go to happy hour here because they have pretzels from 4 to 5. But then from 6 to 10, we can then have a beer.
I guess. Here's South Dakota, okay?
Okay.
South Dakota hotel rooms are required by law to have 2 twin beds, and those beds must be at least 2 feet apart. Okay?
Okay.
It is illegal for a couple to rent one of the rooms and have intercourse in the 2-foot space between the beds. I'm serious. Don't be doing that in South Dakota.
What? Did something have to? I mean, what is happening that they had to put that as a law?
I don't know. Something happened.
Someone got hurt.
And laws got made.
And yeah.
Here's another one. It's a different.
Does it say situation. When these are from?
Yeah, I can. I could get more into them if you want.
Okay.
Do you want?
No,
You're not trying to go there?
No.
All right. In Nebraska, a man is not allowed to run outside if he has a shaved chest. If you shave your chest, can't be walking around like that. Nebraska.
You just have to be hairy.
Or keep a shirt on.
Oh, like running or just like run around? Like you can't be without a shirt on if you're shaved at all. Like even mowing the lawn or anything.
You just can't be running. It says you can't run outside with a shaved chest.
Oh.
Do we want to get more into it? No? Okay.
Oh,
Kansas.
Okay.
In Topeka, singing the alphabet at night is considered illegal. You cannot sing the alphabet at night.
Oh, maybe because the only people that would do that might be wasted. That's kind of weird though. Like, what if you're just outside, like going for a walk? Like, what if your kid is allergic to the sun and you're out at night?
I did a little bit of reading into this one, and it's because it gets stuck in people's heads.
Oh.
And people in their houses trying to sleep hear you singing the alphabet. It's going to get stuck in their head, and it drives people miserable.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
I could see it.
Yep. Oklahoma, it is illegal to have tissues in the back of your car, like keeping them up on the back window.
Yeah.
Have you heard that myth? Have you heard that myth that I don't even know if it's a myth, but they talked about it on Mythbusters. There was a car that rear-ended somebody, and the tissue box came out of the back window and killed him by hitting him in the back of the head because of the forces that it. And they did that on Mythbusters, and it did not work.
Oh,
but somehow it's a law in Oklahoma.
Oh, I feel like you shouldn't have anything in your front or back windows. Like the other day, we saw one truck that had it was full of trolls and probably 6 inches of mail, like 6 inches of paperwork all up on the front dash with trolls.
Isn't that crazy?
And
that is,
I don't have anything up there. I don't know.
That is insane. Here's one in Texas. The state of Texas has a blanket ban on the Encyclopedia Britannica. This one I read into because I thought, well, that's weird. What's that about? So this one, the reason they have that is because they have so many dry counties in Texas.
Yeah.
And in the Encyclopedia Britannica, I believe it tells you the ingredients to make certain types of alcohol.
Oh.
So they banned the encyclopedia from the whole state.
My God.
So people aren't trying to make their own alcohol.
That's silly.
Yeah. Then there's a goofy one. A lot of people have heard this one. Louisiana, it is against the law to tie an alligator to a fire hydrant.
Oh.
In Louisiana, because if the firemen need to get to the hydrant, they're not going to battle an alligator.
Oh.
That
means somebody has done that.
Yep. Hang on here. Missouri and Kansas City, children can buy shotguns, but they cannot buy toy cap guns. Children are allowed to buy shotguns, but toy cap guns are banned.
What is happening?
Missouri.
That's terrible.
Yep. Here's a weird one. And this is a funny one. In Iowa, men wearing mustaches are not allowed to kiss women in public.
Wearing a mustache. Does that mean like a fake one or a real one?
It just says wearing a mustache, Jen.
Oh. Just
so anybody
funny that
sporting a mustache can't be making out in public.
Oh, okay.
Wisconsin, in the city of St. Croix, women are banned from wearing the color red.
Whoa.
Yep. Women cannot. It's too bright of a color. It's too flashy. It's distracting to people.
My God.
Yep.
Sucks for me and my hair color.
What was that?
Well, not now. I said sucks for me and hair color. Like, what if you have red hair?
Yeah. Here's one. Hits a little close to home. Tennessee. To play pinball, well, you must be at least 18 years old because it's a form of gambling.
Oh.
Pinball.
That's well, they don't uphold that because we have like game rooms here that have pinball in it.
All right. Well, here's the last one for you, Jen.
Okay.
Mississippi, it is illegal to sell the meat of a cat for food.
Oh, gross. Sucks for some of the restaurants, huh?
Yep.
Brr,
Sure
brr,
brr.
Well, Jeffy, you got pep in your step this week?
Jen, you know I do. Pep in my step besides loitering around Dad's house more because I'm watching him make his cornhole boards and whatnot.
Yeah.
This week, both kids separately were like, hey, do you want to watch a movie? I'm like, sure. So one of Griff, the oldest, and he wanted to watch Halloween. So we started watching the first Halloween.
Yeah.
And we're going to watch a Halloween every week until Halloween.
Okay.
So looking forward to that. And then my youngest wanted to watch Tron Legacy, which is one of his favorite soundtracks. But he wanted to see the movie because he said he hadn't seen the movie in a few years, which he's not even that old. So I don't even know if he's really, I don't know if he's seen it. He had a lot of questions about the movie also.
Oh.
But we ended up watching Tron Legacy last night. Good movie still.
So good.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. That was pep in my step. How about you?
Awesome. Yeah. The conference is coming up, the women's conference that I'm invited to, doing a comedy show there. And they, this is not good news, but they had a speaker back out and they asked me to do 2 trainings at the conference now. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to teach on mindset.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So yeah, super fun. And Peanut's visiting next week.
Oh, how long is she there for?
Oh, she'll be here for 3 days, and then Josh and his brother and Peanut are driving to Florida to see his dad.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see her.
Good time.
Yeah. And Josh's brother. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Yeah. Super fun.
Good deal.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Oh, full moon tomorrow. Full moon tomorrow. Yep. Oh, and P.S. Guess what else? Mercury goes Gatorade.
Jen, that takes me back.
Someone posted that Windows Mercury go Gatorade, and I said I'm gonna say that from now on. So Mercury goes Gatorade next weekend. Like,
is it retrograde?
Yeah.
All right, just
Mercury goes retrograde, which means like miscommunication, technology issues, emotions are all over the place. I mean, just a whole bunch of crap. So that is, it's supposed to start, I think, between the 25th to the 27th, in there, somewhere in there, and then it lasts for 3 weeks.
Nice.
Gatorade sucks. So yeah, so put your booby rocks out tomorrow for full moon.
Good deal.
Okay. Will do. Yeah. Okay, Toots. Well, I'll see you next week.
We'll be talking at you.
Okay.